What's up, everybody? Happy Friday the 13th. Hope you all are having a great day so far. Before I get into this video, let me just address something really fast. What's her name? Ruth Alber. First of all, let me just address something with you really quickly. I know sometimes people get names wrong and stuff. Okay, let me just say this, because every time I try and read her comments, I keep seeing that she keeps calling me Rockaberry or whatever. That's not my name. Let me just say that. It's B-R-O-C-K. That's it. Brock. That's it. So anyway, now that I got that out the way, getting into this episode of GH, why the hell is Peter listening to Valentin? See, I already think very little of Peter, but I think even less of him now, because why are you taking advice from Valentin? Like, Valentin is basically telling him whatever secret you're keeping from Maxie, keep it, make peace with it, don't tell her. Like, he's basically telling him to keep the secret. Whatever secrets he keep them. Because, you know, that's Valentin's MO when it comes to Nina, to keep secrets. Because he feels like when you unburden yourself and tell that person the truth, all you're doing is making matters worse and inviting more chaos into your life. That is possibly true. I will say that, because it's true, but it's not true. I do agree with him when he said that if you tell the truth, you're not going to get the reaction that you think you're going to get, which is true, because you're not. See, they think that the person is going to be all forgiving and understanding. No, they're not. But keeping the secret is not good either. That's worse. It's better to just tell the truth, because keeping a secret is going to be even more hell and chaos on you. Because it's not just the secret that you're keeping, it's the length that you're keeping it. You know what I'm saying? Especially something that's vital to that person, and you're keeping that secret for a lengthy period of time, that pisses them off even more. Like, you keep a secret for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then when they finally find out, and not only the length, but it's when they find the secret out from somebody else. When they find out the secret from somebody else and they found out how long you've been keeping it, that sends their anger into overdrive. Like, they become hell on wheels. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I feel like it's stupid of Peter to sit there and listen to Valentin. Because Valentin has kept so many secrets from Nina, and some of those secrets have been exposed. And look how that turned out for him. So why listen to him? Like, secrets have a way of coming out, especially when other people know about the damn secret. So it's in your best interest to lay it all out on the line and tell the person. It's in your best interest. That's why I felt like Peter should have been told Maxie about what Shiloh holding over his head and stuff. But of course, he's going to be a big dummy. He should have told her about the part he played in the whole Drew kidnapping or whatever, instead of trying to cover his tracks, because now you've added more criminal charges to a list that's probably already was going to be there. I mean, he was absolved of all those other charges, but now because you want to cover your tracks, because you're in fear of retaliation from Jason, you're in fear of Maxie breaking up with you or whatever, so you decided to commit even more heinouser crimes on top of the that you already did. See what I'm saying? It's like when you tell a lie. When you tell one lie, you got to tell like 20, 30 more to cover the first one that you told. And when you tell 20, 30 more lies on top of the first, you forget the lie that you told. You forget the 10th lie. Because that's what people do. Smart people, they'll call your bluff. When you lie to them the first time, and then the lie that you told the first time don't sit well with them, so they continue to ask different questions and you give them different lies, they will jump back. They can ask you 20 questions, 20 different questions that equal the same thing, and you can tell them 20 different answers. They will jump back to question number 8 just to see if they got the same answer now that you said back then, just to catch you in a lie. That's why it's smart. You might as well just tell the truth and shame the devil. You might as well. I've done that before, where I lied about something, and it's like it's a whole clusterfuck. So it's in your best interest just to be honest. That's why, and when I lied before, that was when I was real young. You know what I'm saying? From that point on, I just learned to be blunt. Like, to this day, I tell little white lies. I don't tell major ones like this. I tell little white ones. But I'm still very blunt about a lot. So, I can't be doing all that lying. I just can't. It makes my head hurt just thinking about it. But yeah, he's an idiot for listening to him. So anyway, oberek is hungover. And she was like, I only had one damn drink. She said, I barely had a drink last night. That's why she trying to figure out how she drunk, how she hung over. She was like, she barely had a drink. That's because all that extra liquor Julian was siphoning into her cup. You saw he was putting all them different vodkas up in there. That's why she was so hammered after one little drink. And it was funny how yesterday Ava called her a lightweight. So she trying to tell Nina and them to keep the noise down. Mind you, Nina wasn't even loud. But when you hung over, the slightest sound sounds loud to you. So when Lucy Cole came up, you should have seen the reaction on oberek. She said, oh dear God. They got to stop playing Lucy. They got to stop playing Lucy like that, first of all. But I kind of understood where oberek was coming from. Because when she saw Lucy, she already know. You thought Nina was being loud. Please, when Lucy roll up, you already know it's going to be some shenanigans. But I love Lucy, though. She's quirky. But, of course, she has some news, an update about Deception. So she's still in the beginning stages of Deception. She basically got enough money for the startup of the company, but she had to rely on old contacts and investors to really get the ball rolling. Michael seemed like he was interested from a business standpoint. He seemed like he was a little interested maybe in investing, because he was asking her what stage is she in now as far as like getting the company up and running. He seemed like he was interested. I was hoping he would have said, well, I'm willing to kick in the money, whatever other funds that you need. I was hoping he was going to say that because he looked interested. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like ELQ backing Deception? That would be dope. I'm excited about Deception, the possibility of Deception coming back. I really am excited about it because I think it could be a great thing. It could drive storylines. You know what I'm saying? Like it can really give other characters something more to do. You know what I'm saying? She could even use the teen scene. Jocelyn, Trina, she could use them, as junior models or something like that, for an ad campaign or something. It would be great. That would be dope. So it definitely has story potential, a lot of story potential. But of course, Sasha didn't want to commit to being, the face of Deception, because she really wanted her to be the face of the company, like a brand ambassador. But of course, look, you seen the look on Obrek's face. Oberek was looking at her like, you better say no or something, because Oberek let Sasha know, like, if you take her up on this offer, you're going to be the face of this company. That means a lot of reporters, a lot of people are going to be asking you all these questions about who you are. They're going to be fact checking your background to see if everything you say is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame Oberek. Like, she was just letting her know, like, it would be in your best interest to say no. But of course, Michael kind of overheard a little bit of their conversation, and he was wondering, like, what's going on? He wants to know, but he's not trying to push Sasha into telling him. He wants her to tell him when she's ready. And I'm happy that Sasha decided now was the time. And she put him in one of them doctor's rooms, and she's going to tell him the truth. It's about damn time. She's going to tell Michael the truth, because she was like, I got to tell you before, I chicken out and not tell you. You know what I mean? And I was like, good. Finally, she's going to tell Michael. And Michael admitted to her. He was like, I'm happy that you're, trusting me and wanting to tell me, even if it's something that I'm going to hate, something I'm going to be probably upset about. But he did kind of foreshadow and forewarn her. Whatever she's about to tell him, he already kind of figured that it's not going to be good and he's probably not going to like it. But he didn't really make no promises, as, some people make promises and be like, you could tell me anything, I won't get upset, or I won't dump you. He didn't make that promise. He let her know real quick. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be something I'm going to be angry at. He let her know. So she can't say she was blindsided by whatever reaction he gives her, because he didn't make no such promises. He didn't say, I'm not going to dump you. He ain't say none of that. Notice the words. He did not say none of those things. He made it clear, I will be mad. So I was like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of fireworks, and I'm ready, because I'm just happy that she's finally telling somebody, whereas anybody else would have tried to continue to play the game and try to, cover it up for as long as they can. But she was like, nope, I got to tell you the truth. That's why I like Sasha, because she's a little different than most. You know, most of the other characters that we've seen come on this show, you know, they'll ride a lie until the wheels fall off. Because you know how they say, the bigger the lie, the more they believe. And they will ride that wave for as long as they can. But she was like, nope, she got a conscience. And her conscience is telling her she can't keep up this lie. So, unburden yourself. The truth shall set you free. It was funny watching oberek laugh at Valentin and stuff when Nina was telling him about, you know, Lucy's offer to Sasha and stuff. And oberek was loving it. She was relishing in the fact that if Sasha takes this offer, Valentin's house of cards are going to fall. Because one of them reporters are bound to find out who she really is. And all his secrets is going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oberek was relishing at that fact. It was hilarious. You know, oberek loved it. She loves toying with people. And she got Valentin right where she want him, even though she risked losing her leverage, but still, it's fun for her. So anyway, every time I see Brad, I just want to slap the dog piss out of him. I really do. I want to slap the piss out of Brad. Like, every time I see his face, like, I just be like, get off my screen. Like, he just annoys me to no end. And every time he talks to Julian, oh, what are we going to do about oberek? What are we going to do about this situation? Boy, you are not French. Stop saying we. There is no we. It's you. Stop saying we. You got him into this mess. But Julian a damn fool for getting involved in the first place. I would have been snitched. I don't care. You call me a snitch all you want. But I ain't losing everything that I've built to save his little scrawny ass. Like, I'm not about to do all of that. You can forget that. You can kill that noise. Because I wouldn't be doing it. It wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man spent 2 years, you know, rising from the ashes and rebuilding his life, all to go back down in flames again? No, sir. I would have been like, nope. I would have been raising my hand, jumping up and down, testifying. I would have been calling everybody. Sam, Lucas, Michael, Sonny, Carly, all y'all come together, Bobby, whoever. All y'all, let's meet up at my bar. I'm going to tell y'all the real. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Bit by bit, piece by piece. Then we could be a lynch mob and go beat Brad's ass. That's what he should have did. But I mean, you know, in a soap opera, if everybody told the truth, there would be no fun. You know what I mean? But this is just, see, the reason this ain't really been fun for me is simply because I'm not a big fan of baby switch storylines. I know it's a soap staple to do these types of stories, but I'm not a fan of them. Because I'd be anxious for the people to find out, and then, you know, they drag it. So that's why I'm just like, for this particular storyline with a baby switch, I would have been all to the good. I would have been happy if they just would have nipped this in the bud quickly. But we're getting there, though. But Brad was just, then he had the nerve to kind of threaten Julian in a way. See, now he done really lost his marble. Because he basically implied that Sonny and them could find out the part that Julian played. And Julian was looking at him like, the only way they could find out is if you snitch. That's the only way they would know. And Brad sitting there talking about, well, handle the situation. See, that's why you can't do business with no snake ass person like that. Because Brad's a snake. See, Julian done got in too deep with all of this. That's why, and a lot of us said this in the comments, had Julian went to Lucas and Sonny and all of them in the beginning when he found out Michael was the daddy, had he went to them, you know, you could have absolved yourself of this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But you just, by you keeping quiet and trying to handle things, you're just getting deeper and deeper. And that's why, for me, Julian is one of my favorites. He really is. He's one of my faves. But at this point, you're letting Brad, you know, just lead you down the wrong path right now. Willingly, you're becoming a willing participant, because as a grown man, you can just you could have been nipped this in the bud, but you kept choosing to help him. So you deserve what you get at this point. I mean, seriously. If Sonny want to beat you down, if Michael want to burn your restaurant down, your bar down, you deserve it at this point. As a fan, I can't defend him at this point. I can't. Because you know me, I can't defend stupidity. I can't. I cannot. I'm sorry, but I cannot. So Julian, that's on you, bro. I feel bad for Lucas and everybody else involved in this, because they're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? By this lie. You know, and Lucas is going to lose Wiley. I mean, he's going to lose Wiley as a son, But seeing as how him and Michael are family, he's always going to be a part of Wiley's life, just not in a father capacity. So I know that's going to be hard for him, but at least he still he's still family to that boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still a relative to the kid. You know what I mean? So you have access to him. You know, so that's the only saving grace of this for Lucas. Like, that's the only good outcome for him, is that he can still be a part of that boy's life. You know. But the rest of them, Willow and all them, I feel bad. I really do. Because the outcome of this is not going to be good. It's not. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be a lot of anger. Hopefully a couple of beatdowns. Because, Brad and Julian at this point deserve it. So anyway, moving on from that. I love the scene between Julian and Alexis. I was kind of mad, though, because I said they ain't bring Alexis onto this episode until the last half hour of the show. To the last second half of the show. I was like, damn, where Alexis been at? But I love that scene, And Julian, he admitted to her that Kim is not the sole reason that he turned his life around. Alexis played a big part in that too, and he admitted that. He admitted it to her. But I did love that scene. I did. I loved it. They admitted to each other that, their past is the past. And they're going to be connected through their kids and their grandkids. Well, at least through Sam and the grandkids and stuff. But you could see it. I could see it all over their face. They're not done. Alexis and Julian are definitely not through with each other. It was written all over their face. It really was. One day, Julian and Alexis, I believe they're going to definitely get back together one day. Not anytime soon, but one day. And we all know Julian ass ain't going nowhere anyway. So all these sad, sappy goodbyes are for naught, because we know he ain't leaving. So anyway, moving on from that. Tamron Hall. The lovely Tamron Hall. I love Tamron Hall. Listen, when you talk about beauty, grace, class, Tamron Hall is amongst a list of those women. I love me some Tamron Hall. Gorgeous as ever. I was glad she had a cameo appearance up here today. I love her. And I definitely love the scenes with her, Jax, and Maxie. I love how nervous Maxie was to meet her and stuff like that. She was just babbling like a fool. I love Maxie. But you know what? Maxie, I like the idea of Maxie and Jax working together. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely could take her under his wing and show her more about the business side of things. Because Maxie is very astute. She's smart. And I love the little speech that she gave to Tamron about why she should be on the cover of Crimson. And why she should, believe in Jax and trust Jax. Even Jax was impressed by Maxie's speech and stuff like that. I like them working together. And, Maxie showed that she is boss material. That's why I feel like she should be in charge of Crimson. Or at least running her own business. Like, she's got the smarts for it. I like the idea. And you know what? I like the pitch that Jax gave Tamron. You know what I mean? Like, because from the last cover that they did with Ava on the cover, he didn't, that's Nina's, Nina wanted to continue that trend. And keep putting criminal women on the cover and stuff. Jax was like, no, I want to move away from that. And I don't blame him. That's not what Crimson is about. He doesn't want to turn it into some criminal justice magazine or whatever. That's not what he wants to do. Criminal investigation or discovery or whatever the hell you want to call it. He's not trying to turn Crimson into that kind of magazine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him. That's not how it started. That's not how it's going to be. So I like that he moved away from that idea. He wants to put influential, powerful women on the cover. Something that young girls can aspire to be. Something that they, you know what I mean? Like, somebody that they can look up to. That's the type of people he wants on Crimson. I don't blame him. That's smart. And who better than Tamron Hall? So, I like the idea. So anyway, moving on from that. Curtis and Laura, I love the idea of them working together and stuff. And, Laura was getting ready to back out of the deal at first. Because she needs to know who Curtis is working for. Because I think she wants to make sure, like, whoever he's working for is on the up and up. her being the mayor and stuff. She don't want to be a part of no scandal. But he told her, like, confidentiality. He can't really tell her all that. He can't give her the details on exactly what they're looking for. He was just like, I'm looking for a piece of paper. She bust out laughing. She said, a piece of paper. I would have laughed too. Like, if you tell me we're looking for some type of artifact or whatever, and then you say it's a piece of paper, I would laugh in your face too. Like, what? And I'm glad he clarified for her exactly kind of what it is without detailing what it is. Like, he just told her it's an important document. And she made him a deal. She was like, for every day that I work with you, you have to give me more details about what the hell we're looking for. And he agreed. He said, okay. But I have a feeling, knowing Curtis, when she said every day you're going to have to drop a hint or a detail about what we're looking for, I think every day he's going to give her some more little vague answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to give her something vague that sounds like it's detailed, but is vague. If you're a smart person, you know how to do that. You know how to give information without giving information, if you know what I mean, without still going into detail. Curtis seems like the type that would do that, like, kind of like give you some information, but still be discreet about it. If you're smart, you know how to do it. Like, if you're good at that type of thing. Not saying if you're not smart, but, if you're good at that type of thing, then you would definitely know how to do it without blinking an eye. Like, it'd be easy for you. I like them working together. I really do. She was telling him basically about the Hornet Star. But one little thing was, she said that Lulu inherited the Hornet Star from Luke. Like, Luke gave it to Lulu. That's not exactly how it happened. Lulu bought the Hornet Star. Nicholas gave Lulu the money to buy it. Luke didn't give it to her, I don't think. She bought it from Tracy, because Tracy at the time was the owner because of her marriage to Luke at the time and stuff. But, Tracy was the legal owner. So Tracy is the one who sold it to Lulu with Nicholas's money. And that's when Johnny bought 50%, and we all know that history. So Lulu was the sole owner. So speaking of Lulu, she was sitting there, Dustin came into Charlie's trying to talk to her and stuff. She's still upset about the pieces, the articles that she has to do for the invader and stuff like that. Because she's, just doing lifestyle pieces and stuff. But my whole thing is, I understand she wants to do more investigative journalism. I get it, like on the criminal aspect. But I feel like it's too dangerous for her. She's not experienced enough to handle that. We've seen her previous criminal work. She's not experienced. She's still too green. They need to give her something like this, or something that's less dangerous to do. That's still on a criminal aspect, but less danger, so she can get more experience in the investigative field. Because I just feel like she's too green for that, and it's way too dangerous. Especially when you got 2 kids, you're a single mom now. You can't be doing all that, taking all them crazy ass risks. So Dustin wanted to see the Hornet Star and stuff. He didn't know that she owned it, so he wanted to see it, and she kind of decided to give him a tour. I know some people in the comments were saying they don't trust Dustin and stuff. I like him and Lulu at this point, the chemistry and stuff, but I do agree with a lot of you that Dustin is, because how we are. Come on now, fans, how we are. When new people come on this show, we don't trust them instantly. Never do that. And I made the mistake of doing that before in this show, trusting somebody and they turned out to be a little evil or something. But I learned my lesson. As much as I like Lulu and Dustin, you can't fully trust Dustin because we don't know him. You know what I'm saying? We don't know him from a can of paint. We don't know him. But I do like their chemistry though. And of course they started kissing and they hit the sheets. And how embarrassing that you're getting it on with somebody and your mama walks in on you getting busy. How embarrassing. I felt embarrassed. I had to turn my head. I was like, damn, how, like, even as a parent to walk in on your child doing the nasty. Like, even if they're grown, so what? It's like, it's still embarrassing. Like, I would have been horrified. Like, no. And nobody definitely wants to walk in on their parents doing that. No, you don't want to walk in on none of that. No. I was like, damn. I felt embarrassed for Lulu. But anyway, this was a cool episode. I enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see you all Monday. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a great Friday the 13th. Do not walk under any ladders. You see a black cat, you run like hell. Don't step on no cracks. Don't step on no glass. Don't be breaking no glasses. I'm just saying, I'm superstitious sometimes. So just be careful. But enjoy your day. See you all later. Peace.